Dear ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the analysis of YOLENO TV. I hope you're well from wherever you watch this channel. I would like to start this session by appreciating you so much for making this channel grow. If you wish to support us, just subscribe to our channel and give this video a like. Moses Kuria seems to have met his match. This time round, it is established that the visiting United States Trade Representative Katerina Tais cancelled two scheduled meetings with Mr. Kuria to discuss the trade ties between the two countries. Sources said that Ms. Tais was to meet Kuria on Monday at his Two Rivers office but cancelled it. And she labeled Moses Kuria as an extremist over his unpalatable remarks against individuals and institutions. So Ambassador Tais, who has been in the country from Monday, is reported to have expressed her reservations with the conduct of Moses Kuria. Kuria was supposed to attend TIFA Council meeting alongside his East African Council and arid and semi-arid lands counterpart Rebecca Miano, but he was reportedly locked out. So according to sources, Kuria is alleged that he was labeled as an unwanted host. You know, this isolation of Moses Kuria has come at a time when the US is on a charm offensive in Africa and views Kenya as the East Africa Community entry hub, and affirmed by US Ambassador Meg Whitman as the next Silicon Valley. That is what Meg Whitman said. So you understand that this locking out of CS Moses Kuria will have a huge repercussion in his image. This is a US representative saying that she cannot engage Moses Kuria because Moses Kuria is an unwanted guest. So it is for that reason that I stumbled upon a tweet from Gabriel Oguda. And this tweet from Gabriel Oguda has been shared and there's a picture that has been posted and captioned with some message. So looking at this picture, you know, the person who is missing in this picture is Moses Kuria. But I can see Katerina Tais, I can see William Ruto, I can see other cabinet secretaries here. So the person who's supposed to be here as a host is Moses Kuria, because the meeting borders around trade issues. But Moses Kuria was locked out. So let me take you through this tweet that was posted by Gabriel Oguda. President William Ruto bows to pressure and excludes Trade Minister Moses Kuria from a State House meeting with the U.S. Trade Advisor Ambassador Katerina Tais after the ambassador told Moses Kuria to wash his mouth with jig before shaking her hand. Who is your daddy? So this tweet leads us to the question as to whether William Ruto will remove Moses Kuria from that docket, because to be honest, Moses Kuria has been making disturbing utterances here and there. There's a time there he talked about someone dying today. You know, it's so funny that someone is supposed to die today and be buried in 29th. That was Moses Kuria making those remarks. And there's a time there, I think about almost a month back there, he attacked the media when decided to use unprintable words on the media. But the only funny thing is that William Ruto agreed with what Moses Kuria, the remarks he made. He said that he had a right to make those remarks, and he also almost attacked the media. But you see, this issue of Katerina Tais refusing to shake hands with Moses Kuria over the fact that Moses Kuria has been making disturbing comments, I think this sends a very strong message to Ruto regime. So the Biden administrations are also taking into consideration these issues, and so to be honest, and I think if what Katerina Tais did is true, I think it's true, then I think even Joe Biden agrees with that. Katerina Tais would not have just refused to shake hands with someone like Moses Kuria, and if she didn't have the blessing of Joe Biden. But of course, Katerina Tais also has a right as a U.S. citizen not to associate herself with people who are not showing the correct leadership features. So this is a major blow to one, William Ruto, two, to Moses Kuria in his global image. So if this is happening, then I think there are other big countries that will follow suit. So maybe I foresee a scenario where now William Ruto will just have to do a reshuffle. If he insists that Moses Kuria must be a CS, then we might find himself doing a reshuffle and giving Moses Kuria a light docket. Docket does not have to involve him going to diaspora. Right now, this is a very big setback to the Ruto regime, very big setback to Moses Kuria. So in this tweet from Gabriel Oguda, there's a part there. Gabriel Oguda says, after the ambassador told Moses Kuria to wash his mouth with jig. Well, it's fine. This could be what was said there, or maybe Gabriel Oguda just decided to make this whole issue understandable in a very simple format. Because, to be honest, the remarks which come of the things that come from Moses Kuria zinamwaibisha William Ruto. Lakini William Ruto ni kama this is a right-hand man. He is right-hand man. He wouldn't want to maybe leave him out of the cabinet. So maybe a possible reshuffle will happen there. Because if the US is hell-bent in having, investments here in Kenya, and that means they will be forced to engage Moses Kuria. But now this is where now it becomes quite interesting, because now if they'll be forced to engage Moses Kuria, then what that means is that they're either sacking or reshuffling is what is awaiting Moses Kuria right now. Because I don't think Ruto will do that. Already the media are not happy with Kuria. They asked Moses Kuria to apologize. He refused to apologize. The courts barred Moses Kuria from attacking the media. He went ahead and attacked the media again. At a time when we thought that William Ruto was going to probably now weigh this issue and advise Moses Kuria to be careful how he responds to the media, he ended up supporting Moses Kuria. So this visit by Katerina Tais has come at a time when President Joe Biden's administration is focused on expanding markets for US goods and services in sub-Saharan Africa, and to facilitate efforts to bolster Africa economic development through increased global, regional, and bilateral trade. This meeting, because it has sidelined Moses Kuria, whereas last year when she came, Miss Tai, when she came, she met the former trade CS, Betty Maina, who was serving under Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta's government. So they managed to meet there and issued a joint statement. But this time around, she has refused to meet Moses Kuria, and now that means they could not issue a joint statement on the US-Kenya Strategic Trade and Investment Partnership. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, where does that leave us with? That gives William Ruto a challenge and a huge decision to make, either reshuffle or fire Moses Kuria. That is the message that the US are telling William Ruto. Fire Moses Kuria. If you can't fire Moses Kuria, then the only option that is left for William Ruto is to probably reshuffle Moses Kuria. So, dear ladies and gentlemen, kindly tell us below the comment section there, what do you think about this move by Katerina Tais, the US representative of trade? Tell us what you think about that. And also, I'd like to urge you to please consider subscribing to this channel if you're a first-time viewer or a regular viewer who has not subscribed. Also, give this video a like so that it can get to trend on the YouTube. You can also hit the notification bell so that every time we upload any video, you will always become the first person to get notified. Dear ladies and gentlemen, stay safe, stay blessed until we catch up again in our next analysis.